Carson Palmer on the second snap of the game had his knee blown out. He was one on the way to the Super Bowl title, and look at the run back by Logan to the 29-yard line. So, you know, if you're at halftime and you're Marvin Lewis, what are you telling your team here?
Well, we're down 13-3. That's what he says.
I didn't know what you were doing there.
Yeah, I know.
I thought you were sending a message to.
Yeah, well, I was doing that too.
Okay.
But you don't think about it. The Bengals, you got some momentum. You make a good play, you stop them on fourth down, and then you get down and kick that field goal. And we've done so many games, but you get so many opportunities. You got to take advantage of them. And I think the Steelers are saying, looking at themselves, going, "Wow, we had a chance to really just make this game one-sided," and they didn't do it.
Okay, they'll be beginning from the 30. Big first half by Willie Parker there, Phil. Had about 100 yards of total offense. Coming over to Miller, his fifth catch, and again, one of a short variety. Parker had 72 yards on the ground in the first half. One catch for 27 yards. They went for the touchdown, so 99 total yards. Cincinnati was negative 10 yards in that first quarter. But things began to heat up a little bit for them in the second stanza. Palmer led them down the field again before the half with a field goal. So second down and 6. And that's a flag down as it goes to Santonio Holmes.
Going to get Hines Ward for holding, I think. These quick screens, the Steelers love them, and they're really good at it.
Pass interference, offense, number 86.
Yeah, it's the second time they've called a big penalty against Hines Ward in this game. Would have been Holmes' first catch.
Watch 86 going up the field. I don't know. I didn't see it. I thought the football actually arrived to Santonio Holmes before Hines Ward made contact. But the Steelers use all those quick screens. They've become very good at them. Bruce Arians actually ran a lot of them when he was with the Cleveland Browns as an offensive coordinator. And you got to look at it. Sometimes they do that instead of running the football.
Second down, 15. Picked off. Look out. This should go for a touchdown. Jonathan Joseph returns it for the score. First interception of the season for the Bengals.
Hard to tell what went wrong, Jim. It was a blitz. Was the routes supposed to change? Or Santonio Holmes didn't look quick enough? It doesn't matter. Good job by Jonathan Joseph.
Roy Williams even got a free lick on Roethlisberger right there at the goal line.
Held that football up a little too quick, too.
Look out. Snap sails all the way back to the 30. Bounce to the 36. Brad St. Louis not giving Shane Graham a chance. 13-9. 30-yard run back and a touchdown by the Bengals. Back in it.
You know, as CEO of Southwest Airlines, I'm used to hearing yes a lot.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got it.
Of course.
It's not because I'm CEO.
No. No.
No way.
No.
It's because at Southwest Airlines, we're built on customer service.
That's why we're here.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Absolutely.
No problem.
You can count on that from me.
We've got your customer service right here.
Grab your bag. It's on.
Instead of $5 per person for fast food,
You can serve a nutritious breakfast from Walmart for just over $1 a person.
one breakfast a week saves a family of 4 over $800 a year. Save money, live better. Walmart.
Here's a tip. Order a Budweiser on draft. It's kept cold from the brewery to the distributor to the tap. Can't get a more refreshing Budweiser than that.
I thought I was supposed to tip you.
You still can.
Are we good?
There's always a couple of drops left.
What are you doing?
using all of the toothpaste. See?
Hey, baby! I thought we were just fixing the front step.
Nah, I got this thing all day. Just get my money's worth.
How about we give this a try?
Get a lot for a little with the enticing tastes of McDonald's Dollar Menu, like the juicy meaty McDouble and the tender crispy McChicken sandwich.
Okay, we're done.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
Well, Roethlisberger and the Steelers, their first giveaway points allowed this year, and it's a big one.
Oh, it is. And you can just look at Ben Roethlisberger. Boy, he is, of course, he's upset. But when you play in this league, when you make mental mistakes, that's what really gnaws at you. You're going to make physical mistakes because the guys across you, if you're good.
And Graham drives it down to about the 3. To Stephon Logan. Logan taken off to the outside. Switches hands with the football. He's at midfield and dragged down by Roy Williams. Trying to switch that momentum back with a 56-yard return.
Well, he did it, but let's look at the interception real quick, Jim. Santonio Holmes, top of your screen. Watch Jonathan Joseph. The corner across from him. He reads the quarterback. He sets. Oh, what good job of reading Ben Roethlisberger. But why I think it was Santonio Holmes and the snap over the placeholder's head. Why I think it was the receiver's fault, Jim, just by the reaction of the coaching staff towards Santonio Holmes when he walked towards the sideline.
Holmes having a miserable day. Dropped one in the first half. No catches so far. But the return by Logan sets up the Steelers at the Bengals 40, and a good quick hit on Willie Parker for no gain. That's Brandon Johnson.
Until you said it, we got to give it its due. Logan, so quick, and look how he runs. We've seen him now last week and this week. The weaving, if you're a defender, you just got to stay in place and wait till he comes.
Yeah, look at this tackle. Is that the horse collar by Roy Williams?
It is not.
It's not.
Good, no call.
And of course, he's the one that really created that whole stir and that call.
Yeah, he used to pull him down from behind and fall in the back of the legs. That's why they had the outlaw.
Yep. Big block by Frazier on that return. Here's the toss over to Wallace, and he's got the catch. 4th one of the day.
Hey.
It's where the guy singing at home says, well, why wasn't that, Phil? Why wasn't that a horse collar?
Well, first off, he grabbed him in the middle of the jersey and just pulled him backwards with it. But the horse collar, your hands got to be up in there around the shoulder pads, and then you got to drag them down from behind. Pull them backwards. That's the true sense of the horse collar, the rule.
Bengals trying to prevent the Steelers from getting the momentum right back in their favor. 3rd down and 4. Noel D. Moore comes in, flanking Roethlisberger, switching things around as he steps back into the gun. Pump fake, looking long, going to the end zone, looking for Swede, and he didn't hold on. Oh, he had problems with drops last year, and this is one that was a sure touchdown.
What a job, everybody. The Steelers, Roethlisberger pulls out of a sack, reloads the football. Who grabs him? But Limas Swede, the coverage breaks down. And Dukeway gets caught looking short, and Swede runs right by him. Perfect throw.
Awful.
Yeah, those kind of drops.
Got to make that catch.
They wear on you. They become you. It's hard sometimes to overcome the fact that you drop easy ones like that.
52 yards. Reed with the kick, and it hooks wide left. So they come up empty. Looked like it was a 7-point play. But Sweet unable to hold on. Reed misses the long-range kick. It's 13-9 Steelers.
Dad!
Sorry, Sport. We're cutting back.
Okay.
School's like 2 miles away.
We're cutting back on gas. We're also saving with Verizon Wireless Friends and Family. Calling to any 10 out-of-network numbers. Mobile to mobile, nights and weekends, plus messaging. All unlimited.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Hey. Okay, party's over.
It all adds up to a great deal when you add the kits for just $9.99 each. Get great messaging phones for under $50 like the LG Versa. Verizon Wireless.
So what's the problem? These are hot. We're shipping them everywhere.
But we can't predict our shipping costs.
Dallas, Detroit, different rates.
Well, with us, it's the same flat rate. Same flat rate. Boston, Boise? Same flat rate.
Alabama, Alaska?
With priority mail flat rate boxes from the Postal Service, if it fits, it ships anywhere in the country for a low flat rate.
Dude's good.
Dude's real good. Dudes.
Priority mail flat rate boxes, only from the Postal Service. A simpler way to ship.
Introducing the NFL Legacy Collection. Available at select retailers and NFLshop.com.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Go to southwest.com, grab your bag, it's on. Priority mail flat rate boxes only from the Postal Service. A simpler way to ship. And by Verizon Wireless, America's largest mobile-to-mobile calling family.
And the MetLife Blimp, we thank them for providing our aerial coverage here in Cincinnati, Ohio, where the momentum has changed. Pittsburgh just giving things away here in the third quarter. The interception, run back for a touchdown. The drop, a certain touchdown.
Yep. You said it, the energy is back.
Plus, with the missed field goal, they get to start this drive from the 42. Benson works the middle of the field for about 2.
Well, Jim, let's go look at this play the Steelers ran. Lima Swede, top of the screen, and then look down the middle. The safety comes up, well designed, well thought out. Roethlisberger gets away, nice pump fake, and his perfect throw. I mean, perfect, especially when you got to reload.
Swede had a big drop in a playoff game last year, and the former second-round draft pick out of Texas. And that will weigh on him. And a run out within a yard of a first. Benson sets up a 3rd and 1. Give him 7. We got an update on the Broncos out in Oakland. James Brown, what is it?
Jim and Phil, take a look. Here's Denver tossing to Noshawn Marino, the rookie 7-yard TD run, first of his career. And Denver is all on top of Oakland 20-3. That in the 3rd. Jim Nantz, Phil Simms.
All right, JB, that Oakland offense just can't get things going. It awakened last week at the end of eke out a victory at Kansas City, but Jamarcus Russell with the pair of kicks so far. Here's the throw on 3rd and 1, and Coles won't get it. William Gay, textbook, how to wrap up a guy. Sets him back for a loss of a yard. Interesting play here on 3rd and a yard.
Yeah, it's a run play, and of course Carson Palmer had the option to throw it quickly. He does. How about William Gay? You said it right. Textbook, knowing the situation, being alert. As Mike Tomlin would say, that situational football done the right way.
Pittsburgh defense comes up big. To thwart that Bengal momentum near midfield. And St. Louis this time snaps it back just fine. And Huber's kick goes out of bounds outside the 20. So it's going to be a short boot. Only 25 yards. 13-9 here in Cincinnati.
Let's put a few thousand kilowatts in a vise. Squeeze some savings back into our budget. Into our attics and walls. Let's locate the original energy source called you and turn that machine up full blast. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Come get 50% more savings on insulation with a new lower price of just $9.37 per roll.
150 years of legendary financial strength and the proven experience of a leading investment firm have come together. Wachovia Securities is now Wells Fargo Advisors, with financial advisors nearby and nationwide. For the advice and planning expertise you need to address today's unique challenges, we're with you. Wachovia Securities is now Wells Fargo Advisors. Together we'll go far.
Monday.
Girl power.
When the girls take over, the guys are out.
Cheers. Bite me.
A new 2.5 Men, Monday at 9/8 Central. Only CBS.
Evil Russell savaged his own tribe.
I'm gonna have them all under control like zombies.
Can anyone stop him? New Survivor Thursday, only CBS.
We're back. The Steelers break huddle. And we'll start at the 25. Parker. And a quick hit on him by Antoine Odom. How about a little eye vision here from the Sim spotlight?
Well, again, top of your screen. And Jonathan Joseph reading the receiver, then the drop of the quarterback. When Ben Roethlisberger raises his arm, he sits, he breaks. You know, it's just knowing the game, reading the quarterback, and taking advantage of a situation when they make a mistake.
And another flag is down. Parker tries to weave it and take it out to the 30. We got, I think, 2 different flags, sets of infractions. Parker had run for 3. They're starting to slow him down.
Defensive line really working in unison, doing a good job as a group.
Holding. Offense. Number 74. 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Willie Colon, right tackle. Robert Gathers, tough call. Quick move inside. Well, there's another one. I tell you, the Steelers have brought in a 6th offensive lineman trying to stop Antoine Odom from coming down the line of scrimmage and making plays. And Antoine Odom's winning that battle a few times.
Backs the Steelers to the 16. Second down, 19. They go screen with Moore. And he spins out to the 22. 3rd and long on the way. It's update time on the Bears and Seahawks. JB, take it away.
Jim and Phil, take a look at the shake and bake and the speed of rookie Johnny Knox here on the receiving end of this Jay Cutler pass. 7 yards, take here, shake and bake, zip, speed, touchdown. And Chicago nursing a 1-point lead over Seattle in the 3rd. Jim Nance, we're with Phil Simms.
All right, Johnny Knox had the winner last week, a winning touchdown grab against the Steelers. They came back now in that game from 13-0 down. Chicago to take the lead. Here Cincinnati was down 13-zip. Trying to clamp down on 3rd and 13. Roethlisberger hit when he threw it, but he was able to rifle it in time to Mike Wallace. Brandon Johnson had pressure on Roethlisberger, who got it away just in time.
Yeah, he hung in there. They're collapsing the pocket. The Bengals doing a pretty good job, but Roethlisberger say they want him to stay in the pocket, throw on rhythm. Nice route by Mike Wallace on the outside. He faked like he was going to the sideline, and then when he stopped and broke in, there's nothing Jonathan Josephs could do.
That's the 3rd time in this game Big Ben has gone to Wallace on 3rd down to pick up the 1st. Wallace at now 5 catches for 87 yards. Miller at fullback as they run it right side for 2. Willie Parker. We have not seen Rashard Mendenhall today after he came up with a couple of big plays in Chicago last week.
Yeah, we thought we might see him, and we just got I think we got the vibe. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin sending a little message to Rashard Mendenhall that this league is about a sense of urgency.
All week long.
That's right. And it starts during practice, meetings, everything. I said, what would you do, Coach, if you put him in for a couple plays and he gained a lot of yards? Well, I'd keep him in.
We can adjust to things, can't we? Yeah. Second down and 8. And play action and pressure. Roethlisberger with a flag down. That's Ward inside the 40. Gain of 21.
Illegal contact. Defense, number 29. Penalty is declined. Result of the play.
So they'll take the
Touchdown.
catch, of course, and that's the 4th grab of the day for 82 yards for Ward.
Tell you what, the man is cool in the pocket, gets quick pressure, able to get away from it. This play has no chance, of course, except for the movement by Ben Roethlisberger, and then what a throw down the field.
That's the 5th play of this game for the Steelers that went for over 20 yards. Coming around to make the hit in a hurry. Malaluga, a loss of 2. Another update. Back to New York.
Hey, Jim and Phil, a little trickery helping the cause here for San Diego. Take a look at Rivers out of the shotgun, hands off to Sproles. Sproles back to Phillip Rivers. He goes and finds Antonio Gates. 19-yard pickup led to a San Diego score. They're up 10-6. Jim Nance, Phil Simms.
So a low-scoring affair out there in San Diego. And the Chargers take the lead. Phillip Rivers running it in from 5 yards out. Here's Roethlisberger on 2nd down. Holmes finally with a catch. And he's tackled at the 23. Picks up 18.
Steelers so good. They make you respect the run. They run it just enough. Look at the middle of the field. It's wide open. Nice route. Good timing by Ben Roethlisberger. This is one of their signature routes. They call it a little skinny post. He just goes down the field, bends in slightly. It's all about timing, and excellent job that time.
By the way, in that game, San Diego and Miami, Chad Hennigan's been knocked out of the game, and Chad Henne is at quarterback for the Dolphins. Double fake, stepping up, throwing it right side to Parker. And a pair of Bengals converge and keep them about a yard, maybe 2 short of the first.
This offense is starting to, it's really diverse. They fake the reverse to the wide receiver. They got good play actions. They run with some power. The quarterback moves. Reminds me of the Houston Cougars.
Hey, last night, huh?
Yeah, I know. That perks.
Remind you of Case Keenum a little bit, huh? 450
I got to tell you.
some yards in their big win over Texas Tech.
It was really something to watch. The movement on offense, and Steelers, for a professional football team, they do a lot of movement, a lot of different things too.
2nd down and 1. They'll run for it. Parker's going to get it. And he gets the edge and gets knocked out at the back of 5. Right behind Matt Spaeth and Hines Ward, who open up the edge. Picks up 10.
This is one of those drives, Jim, where there are a lot of plays that when they put on a reel how to do something right, you're going to see these plays of this drive, because good blocking, Keith Miller, Hines Ward, Spaeth, they get the edge, and Willie Parker's fast enough to take advantage of it.
So 1st and goal to go. They've been stopped twice inside the 10 and had to settle for field goals.
Unbalanced again.
10th play of the drive goes to Parker, and he's within a yard.
Steelers, they just...
They're going hurry up here.
Yeah. Always be alert for quarterback sneak and a hurry-up offense in a situation like this.
2nd and goal. You got it, Phil. And goes Roethlisberger. Yes, touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Please to get up. Over.
2nd time in 2 weeks. Roethlisberger with a rush touchdown.
That was some drive. To come back from the interception, the Bengals have good field position again, and they stop them. And then Roethlisberger to come down and make all those plays, avoid tackles, good running, good blocking. Yeah, no wonder they're defending Super Bowl champions.
It's a 75-yard drive. Malaluga is hurt.
Boy, Trey Essex, man, he got a block.
Malaluga on the back of the pile, on the other side of the pile. And a little chip there on the back of his leg.
I tell you, I don't. Tell you after the break.
We're going to take a break with Malaluga and the medical crew on the field.
What can you learn from Tony Stewart?
You gotta sell stuff you love. People have to trust you. You are what you endorse. So any questions?
Why is nobody buying my Estrada glasses? Hello? Estrada.
Look at me, I got 1 million of these carrot crushers on load. Nothing. How do you do it, Tony?
Look, endorse things you believe in. Like me and the Whopper. I endorse it because I love it.
Okay, you lost me on that one, Tony.
Estrada.
Whopper, flame fresh taste endorsed and loved by Tony Stewart.
Emmett, your gray facial hair has put you in a rocking chair.
Your beard is weird.
Just for Men Gel.
Gets rid of gray in 5 easy minutes.
His edge is back. He scores! Just for men. Keep your edge.
The 2-minute warning. Time for Orville Redenbacher's popcorn. 2 minutes can seem like an eternity.
With Walmart's unbeatable prices, you can bring your family together with Orville Redenbacher's popcorn every game day. Save money, live better. Walmart.
This is Tracy Palmer, and this is her restrictive calling circle. She's breaking free and saying, hey, 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 goodbye, and switching to Sprint with any mobile, anytime. Now on the Sprint network, she can call any mobile phone on any network, anytime, without worrying about the meter running. So she's calling every NFL fan in the country to talk a little smack about their team. Welcome to the Now Network. Get unlimited calling to every mobile phone nationwide when you switch to any mobile, anytime. Only from Sprint, the Now Network.
Don't miss Simon Baker in The Mentalist. Thursday, only CBS.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. And by Burger King, who remind you to have it your way.
Malaluga was helped by a pair of attendees off the field. Malaluga, great promise for him. The second-round pick out of USC. He has an innateness to play the game, said his coach. Extra point is good by Reed. 75-yard drive. Roethlisberger, 1-yard touchdown run. 20-9 Steelers.
Coach Ditka, it's hot up here and we're out of cold Coors Light. What do we do?
Go get it!
Great idea, but we've only got $10.
What do you want, 11? What do you want, 11? We need more than that.
Ditka's wallet!
And we got it. We just found your wallet.
We'll just use a credit card for the cold Coors Light.
Hey! 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 Hey!
Cross Brewed Coors Light, official beer sponsor of the NFL.
Coach, I just bought a Coors Light t-shirt. What do you think?
Hey, no stretch there, baby. No stretch there.
It's a little snug.
America, center of equal daughters, equal sons, all alike and good, grown, ungrown, young or old, strong, ample, fair, enduring, capable, rich, perennial with the earth, with freedom, law, and love.
Did this blind date
Jen?
already happen
Jen?
7 years ago?
Wow.
How I Met Your Mother. Then, falling in love with a younger man is romantic.
This is the place Zach seduced you? I love these kitschy little coasters. Oh, that's baloney.
Accidentally on Purpose after How I Met Your Mother. New episodes Monday.
Roethlisberger and his backup Charlie Batch. Look at the Polaroids, the touchdown ending the drive, and boy, the momentum had been in the favor of the Bengals at the start of this quarter. You look back to that 3 and out that the Bengals had after the missed field goal. That was a huge defensive stand for the Steelers. Change things back their way. Caldwell splits it out to the 31. Now what happened to Malaluga? Our first chance to show you, and it's not pretty. Watch 58 come in on the
right side.
Right side here.
Left ankle.
And the Bengals, great PR folks, passing on quick word here that it's the knee. We thought it might be an ankle.
Yes. We were told it was the knee. I'll tell you though, Jim.
And also sent along word that Tank Johnson with a foot injury is doubtful to return on that defensive front for Cincinnati. Here's Palmer. Quickly over to Ochocinco, who's barely been on the field as Palmer in this offensive unit this half. Hey, if you can't get enough fantasy football, check out NFL.com's challenge games. Playbook challenge, where every yard equals a point, or touchdown challenge. It's all at NFL.com/fantasy.
Just to go back to that Steelers touchdown drive, and I think we all agree, the Steelers last week and this week, there's just the offense has got a rhythm. They just kind of lumber along one play after another. They keep making them. Been impressive.
Boy, quick blitz. Rushing in there in a hurry was Lawrence Timmons, and he deflected the pass.
Yeah, just you got to identify where the trouble is. The Bengals didn't identify the left side, and Lawrence Timmons, Mike Tomlin says he's a difference maker. Free rusher on the edge. So far today, though, always a big key. Anytime you have a Steelers defense blocking the outside linebackers. James Harrison, he lets himself get blocked because he wants Lawrence Timmons to have room to come and get to the quarterback.
Bengals trying to prevent another 3 and out. They've got to get to the 41 for the first. Coles, he's not going to get there. That was Tyrone Carter closing on him quickly.
Yeah, not much you can do. It's not the same movement if Troy Polamalu is in there, but it's still a lot. And they could not pick up the number of blitzers, so they have to throw it quick.
Mike Taylor guarding here, Ochocinco.
Yeah, but no chance to hold the football long enough to throw it to Ochocinco down the field.
Huber forced to punt again. Oh, it's a fake. They got the first down. It's Crocker down to the Pittsburgh 40. Whoa! What a moment for the Bengals. Picks up 21.
What a decision. A game-turning decision. That's what Marvin Lewis is hoping. Big gamble, but when teams do something like this, they put a lot of research and time into it, and that's when you want to do it, when you're kind of on your side of the field, backed up where they don't suspect it. That's what football's about. Catching the other team off guard.
Chinedum Ndukwe was the one who sealed that side. He throws off Frazier. Crocker picks up the 21 yards, and now moving inside the Pittsburgh 40 and down to the 31 is Cedric Benson. That's 9. Yeah, watch Ndukwe just seal the side. 41.
41, yeah, nice job. You're right, Jim. Gets the outside leverage, and Fox cannot get to him. What's it look like from above? Looks pretty good if you're a Bengals fan.
That equaled the longest play of the day by Cincinnati. On second down and a yard, James Harrison comes up and puts him into that shaky 3rd and 3. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Congratulations, 7-time Emmy-winning The Amazing Race. Go! See what all the excitement is about.
Yes!
When the new race premieres, tonight after 60 Minutes, only CBS.
Catch TV's #1 comedy, 2.5 Men, Monday, only CBS.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
Introducing the NFL Legacy Collection. Inspired by the AFL 50th anniversary. Authentic game jerseys, t-shirts, jackets, and other gear. Available at select retailers and NFLshop.com. You You want the NFL? Go to the NFL.
So you wanted to trade in your old car, but it just wasn't a clunker. In fact, it's actually worth more than what the government was paying. How about this? Trade in your non-clunker for a new Santa Fe, and you'll get the Hyundai trade-in bonus. $1,000 more than what your old car is worth, plus cash back. And while supplies last, you'll get a year's worth of gas for just $1.49 a gallon. Looks like your old car just went up in value.
A special offer from DirecTV Cinema.
You know where I come out on all this. To me, love is a myth.
This always happens. All scotch, no carbs.
You're gonna be visited by 3 ghosts.
I'm gonna take you through all your past girlfriends.
Relive your past.
I have a medical condition.
What's your medical condition?
Broken heart.
And change your future. Hurry to take advantage of this special movie offer. Order Ghosts of Girlfriends Past on DirecTV or DirecTV.com and receive your next movie free. Offer ends September 27th.
Jim Nantz with Phil Simms starting the fourth quarter and looking down on Malaluga, who has returned. He was carted off just minutes ago.
And he jogged out.
Yeah, didn't just return, he ran out onto the field. Okay, big play coming up to start the quarter from the Pittsburgh 34.
I think you almost got to look at it. You might be in 2-down territory where you are. So don't take a sack if you're the quarterback.
Out of the gun on 3rd and 3. Comes the blitz. Tough pass. Well defended. James Harrison was over there causing trouble, and so too was William Gay.
James Ferrier coming unblocked to the quarterback. Again, they're so athletic on the defensive side. They're moving around now. Here in the third quarter, the last couple drives, this Pittsburgh defense showing some different looks, and it's working.
They're going for the 52-yard field goal. They're down 2 scores. A field goal here would bring them within 8. A touchdown and the 2 away from a tie. Shane Graham again, 52 yards. Huber on the hole. Graham, no way, not this time. That'll set up the Steelers at the 42. May have been blocked.
"100 years of engineering excellence is right on time. It's GMC Truck Month. Shop Sierra 1500 SLT with the 403 horsepower 6.2-liter V8. It's the most powerful half-ton V8 in its class. Step up to the best. It's GMC Truck Month. Get 0% APR for 60 months or $6,000 total cash back on 2009 GMC Sierra 1500 extended and crew cab vehicles that have been in stock the longest. See your GMC dealer today.
Let me tell you why you need to watch football in HD. For the one-handed grabs, for those naked bootlegs, and all the punishing hits. Hold up. You're not watching football in standard def, are you? Only DirecTV brings you every NFL game in crystal clear HD. Real funny, fellas. Real funny.
Every game in high def. Get 5 months of our best TV package free. Call 1-800-DIRECTV.
This is my small business specialist, Tara. I know landscaping, but I didn't know how wireless could help my business.
I just don't know how wireless can help my business.
Tara showed me how I can keep track of my employees in the field and get more jobs done faster. I was blown away. I'm blown away.
Only Verizon Wireless has small business specialists in every store to help you do business better.
We should get you a hat.
Now buy any BlackBerry like the new Tor at our lowest prices ever and get one free.
Where did all the Bernie Madoff money go? The man in charge of searching for it has some answers, and he's on the season premiere of 60 Minutes tonight.
You're watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 44.
Here in Cincinnati, Ohio-born Ben Roethlisberger coming home, if you will, to the Buckeye State where he's never lost as a Steeler. Set up a couple of scores, threw one to Parker, rushed for another, and his side leads at 20-9. Malaluga is back out there. Parker, he's got 89 now on the game after collecting 3 that play. Malaluga in on the tackle. Tonight on 60 Minutes, where did all the Bernie Madoff money go? The man in charge of searching for it has some answers, and he's on the season premiere of 60 Minutes tonight. Now that's one I guarantee you never would have imagined, huh? Malaluga being back out?
No, not at all. And I actually missed a play because I saw him sprint out the tunnel. I couldn't believe it.
We looked at the replays, by the way, on the field goal attempt. Does not appear that Ryan Clark had a fingertip on just a missed kick. Parker thrown down after a gain of a yard. We got third and about 6 or 7 coming up.
Boy, overall, I know we said a little bit about it earlier, but just overall, the Steelers' offensive line, when they have broken down in protection, Roethlisberger has moved and got out of trouble, and they're aggressive in the run blocking, and it's just keeping the rhythm of their offense going. They're building trust with the play caller, Bruce Arians, and of course, Ben Roethlisberger loves his offensive line.
Bengals have not had a sack today. They have 9 on the season coming in. Big pass. They go again on third down to Wallace, but this time he stopped short by Jonathan Joseph. He got 6. He needed 7.
Good job by Jonathan Joseph. Just, again, they know it's an all-out blitz, and everybody on the Bengals side knows there's no way they can block them all, so you've got to be a very good tackler when the pass is thrown short, and Joseph was that time.
So Daniel Sepulveda comes out, first punt of the day, and they almost get to him. Fair catch signaled by Quan Cosby. That's such a big performance, 2 big returns last week against the Packers. 34-yard punt, ball back to the Bengals. They're down 11.
The same impressive highway fuel economy you get in a Mini, now in a not-so-mini size. The all-new GMC Terrain, with an EPA estimated 32 miles per gallon highway. May the best car win.
Yeah, I know what you mean. When my broker said, I make money when you make money, he neglected to mention he also makes money when I lose money, withdraw money, or do nothing with my money.
Instead of $5 per person for fast food, you can serve a nutritious breakfast from Walmart for just over $1 a person. One breakfast a week saves a family of 4 over $800 a year. Save money, live better. Walmart.
Nanomolecular what? A force field that prevents sludge.
Tired of the claims? Get a guarantee. Only Valvoline guarantees your engine up to 300,000 miles. Get Valvoline. Get guaranteed.
It's engineered to exceed even the highest standards. Yours. Announcing the 60-day satisfaction guarantee when you buy a new GMC. If you don't absolutely love it, return it. Simple as that.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by DirecTV. Follow your favorite team no matter where you live with NFL Sunday Ticket on DirecTV. FedEx. We understand your business could use a Dick Butkus pep talk. And by Chevy. Put us up against anyone and may the best car win.
We're back from Cincinnati as the football at its own 15. Jim Nantz, Phil Simms here at Paul Brown Stadium. Steelers trying to make it 9 consecutive wins at this stadium. Out of the gun, Palmer gets it over to Caldwell. And he picks up about 14 and a first. How about special teams today?
Well, last week they were a detriment to the Steelers. They had all the penalties. But this time the Bengals with the snap. Logan on the good return, but the breakdown was on the punt. But the Steelers defense came through, and then the long field attempt, no good by the Bengals. Well, you talk about special teams. We don't talk about them enough. But you look at the Tennessee Titans, they probably lost their game against the Jets. Special teams breakdown.
And Palmer gets the time to throw it. He's got another first down with Ocho Cinco. That one's good for 14.
Down the field throwing. This is something that Marvin Lewis talks so much about. They missed it last year. He goes, we couldn't make a play down the field. We couldn't even get pass interference down the field because we couldn't throw it far enough. Saw Carson Palmer, when was that, Jim? The last game of the year, throwing in the gym. He goes, man, that's, you just realize that's what we need.
Yeah, he's zinging it around there pretty good. And he said that's what we need. They were 32nd in the league last year, total offense. They have not had a big play here today. Nothing of the 25-yard type play or longer. And, crowd here wants a flag, and it comes in at the end. They were looking at Coates. Tyrone Carter reaching around. They amplify what you're talking about. Ocho Cinco in 2007 had 27.
Defense, number 25. Spot foul.
Called on Ryan Clark.
First down.
Good protection. Coach down the field. Safety gets there, pulls him. That's why they call it. You can put your hand on the receiver, but when you move him, that's when it's a penalty.
17-yard penalty. Ocho Cinco had 27 catches 2 years ago, best in the league that went for at least 20. Last year he had only 3. This year he's already at 4 grabs over 20. So the big play threats already been back, but we haven't seen it so much today. Big run though by Vincent, and he gallops for about 8. Next Saturday, Jordan Jefferson and the Bayou Bengals of LSU get down between the hedges with Joe Cox and the Georgia Bulldogs. Vernon Gary will have the call, and Tim and Spencer will be in the studio with the TIAA Prep College Football Today, beginning at 3 next Saturday on CBS. Is Henry into the lineup now? James Harrison's ready to pounce. Palmer in trouble. Coming back to get him is Harrison. Does not go as a sack, does it? And did it give him no gain? It looked like he may have picked up a yard or 2.
Well, if it's a no gain, of course it's a sack. But so far today, the Bengals have done a good job against James Harrison, Lamar Woodley on the outside. And it's always a worry, like I said earlier, because the 3-4 defense, sooner or later, you're a back or a tight end is going to block one of those outside linebackers who really are just defensive ends that are athletic enough to stand up.
All right, 3rd and 2. And the first down grab by Coles. That last Harrison play did go as a sack. Coles with the catch for 9, and the Bengals move the sticks.
Lavernius Coles, smart. I think everybody knows that he played for the Jets. He just got an attitude, a toughness, being a pro, and he's wearing off on the wide receivers here in Cincinnati. And look at that. Well, that's one reason why he's not getting a lot of sacks, Jim. He's double teamed. Every time there's a free offensive lineman, go look for number 92.
That's a pretty good idea. First down, Bengals 23-yard line. Vincent taken off inside the 20 to the 10. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Cedric Vincent. 23 yards. Now do they go for 2 at this time? 9:14 remaining. Vincent with a big run.
I would go for 2 right here, but nice blocking up inside. James Ferrier just gets manhandled. Cedric Vincent, what speed, goes around the corner and outruns Tyrone Carter, and maybe that, I'm not getting into it, Troy Polamalu from the safety position, so fast, such a great tackler, he probably would have stopped that from being a touchdown. But to go back to your point, Jim, yes, I would go for 2 right here.
Try to get it within a field goal game. Gonna throw for it. Batted down by Woodley. Cedric Vincent's longest touchdown run in 2 years. 20-15. Pittsburgh's lead down to 5.
So here we are in the 4th quarter. No time left, and the touchdown is under review.
Hey guys, what do you think?
We're not ready to go yet. Is there any way you can send this thing into overtime?
No problem. I don't know what he was looking at, but we're going into overtime.
Buffalo Wild Wings, you have to be here.
This could finally end it. Unbelievable.
The same impressive highway fuel economy you get in a Mini, now in a not-so-mini size. The all-new GMC Terrain, with an EPA estimated 32 miles per gallon highway. May the best car win.
Hey, coaches!
What happened?
What's the temperature on the field?
98?
Oh, that is hot! I wish we could give you some of our cold Coors Light.
Come on, for crying out loud!
It's aged cold. It's filtered cold.
Just blow it!
Sorry, there's only enough for us.
Come on, man! Dang on it!
Ross Brewed Coors Light, official beer sponsor of the NFL.
First one to say Cowboy gets our last Coors Light after the game.
Cowboy!
Ditka!
Oh, Michael!
It's engineered to exceed even the highest standards. Yours. Announcing the 60-day satisfaction guarantee when you buy a new GMC. If you don't absolutely love it, return it. Simple as that.
He notices every detail.
Look at her feet.
Why would she walk to the middle of the bridge with one shoe? She didn't kill herself. She was murdered, then dropped over.
Bingo.
But Thursday, has Patrick Jane gone too far?
You abused a corpse to get a confession. You won't regret this.
I already do.
A New Mentalist, Thursday, only CBS.
We saw some speed on that run, didn't we? With Cedric Benson, his longest run for a score since a game at Seattle in November of '07.
Yeah, the change of his diet, loving the offense here. The running game suits him, and you turned to me and said, well, I haven't seen that kind of speed from him before, and it's why they love him here in Cincy.
And delivers it to the 8. Logan again makes somebody miss. But Velcroed a little later on by Leon Hall. 50 years of covering the NFL on CBS.
Roethlisberger on a hot read. He's got Holmes down the sideline. Diving. Touchdown. Pittsburgh.
That was Bill Cowher's last game. The head coach of the Steelers. A win in overtime to close out the regular season. Knocked the Bengals out of the playoffs. As we count down to Super Bowl 44 here on CBS. We'll have it February the 7th in Miami. First down from the 27. And Parker walloped at the line. Update time. Back to James Brown in New York.
Jim and Phil, the Saints trying to get an effective ground game to go along with that prolific passing game. This is Pierre Thomas, 34-yard TD run to touchdown territory. 9 carries, 76 yards rushing. Saints up 17-7 in the 4th. Jim and Phil.
Saints trying to go to 3-0. Second down and 11. Roethlisberger to Wallace. And this young man now over 100 yards on the game. Let's see on the spot. And it might be requiring a measurement.
Well-designed play once again. 3 guys together. 2 of them spread the defense. Mike Wallace goes in the middle. He's wide open because. Here he comes. One to the outside, one to the inside. Look at the hole in the middle.
And they found themselves a new weapon today, didn't they, the Steelers?
Third receiver in this league now, this NFL. Hey, even Bill Cowher said, throw it first so you can run the ball. The throwing game sets up the running game. But you need a third wide receiver just like you need extra defensive backs. And we can tell, you and I, you said it, just the way Mike Tomlin was talking about Mike Wallace last night. Caught our attention. Caught our attention last week against the Chicago Bears.
This will get your attention too. 3rd and a foot. With 8 minutes and change. Sneak. Roethlisberger drives, and he's got it.
Here we go, man. I don't know. This is not the greatest spot here.
They've already signaled first. To the displeasure of many here. Wednesdays on Showtime, Emmy Award-winning Inside the NFL with JB, Phil, Chris Collinsworth, Warren Sapp. Longest running show on cable. Inside the NFL Wednesdays on Showtime. So first down Pittsburgh, 38-yard line. Bodies collide at the 40, and he falls to the 41 for 3.
I'd say the Steelers got their, whatever they call it, their big package, elephant, something, rhinoceros. They have an extra 2 tight ends, an extra offensive lineman. And there's no secrets when you bring all that in there. We're going to run the football. They throw it well. Maybe they don't run it with the power they used to, but they still run it well enough to keep you honest on defense.
Running by far the best they have in the first 3 weeks. Parker this time twisted at the line for no gain by Chris Crocker.
Good timing by Chris Crocker. He gets up there late. Nobody to block him, makes the tackle. On the outside, 42. Oh, he just goes around spades. They had a guy to block him. Just couldn't get it done.
Now can the Cincinnati defense now make a stand as we approach 6 minutes. They've gone to Wallace so many times in this situation today. The Steelers have.
They're expecting blitz.
It's coming. They get to Roethlisberger, and this time no escape. First sack of the game by the Bengals. It was Antoine Odom who got to him first. Sims was there a little later, and others.
That was a disciplined pass rush by the Bengals. Look at that. All of them spread across the board. So when Roethlisberger tries to get out of trouble, nowhere to go. Antoine Odom inside breaks a double team and gets a hold and doesn't let go.
Sepulveda sends a spiral all the way back down to the 11. Here's Quan Cosby. Dangerous returner. And he's out to the 28-yard line. 51-yard boot, but brought back 16 yards. Odom on the board with another sack today. And the Bengals have a shot here. 5 minutes to go.
Hi, it's Jimmy Football here. Nobody likes number 2, so we just upgraded you to number 1. Introducing the Bud Light Foozy. It's a foam finger. It's a can koozie. Boom! Whoa! Stamp! It's the Foozy.
We love the Foozy. Thanks, Bud Light. Yeah, booyah!
It's the Bud Light Foozy, and it's tailgate tested. Tailgate approved.
100 years of engineering excellence is right on time. It's GMC Truck Month. Shop Sierra 1500 SLT with the 403 horsepower 6.2-liter V8. It's the most powerful half-ton V8 in its class. Step up to the best. It's GMC Truck Month. Get 0% APR for 60 months or $6,000 total cash back on 2009 GMC Sierra 1500 extended and crew cab vehicles that have been in stock the longest. See your GMC dealer today.
Infinite. Number of facts to know about football. 1. Number of facts to know about shipping. FedEx Ground is faster to more locations than UPS Ground. We understand you want faster ground shipping.
2 for 1. What a deal.
Buy Guitar Hero 5, what reviewers call the new standard in social gaming and the Guitar Hero to own. And you'll also get the unreleased Guitar Hero Van Halen. But hurry, when September is gone, so is this deal. T for team.
The 2-hour premiere of The Amazing Race, tonight after 60 minutes, only CBS.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Sony Bravia HD TV. High definition, it's in Sony's DNA. And by Bud Light, with a just right taste that's not too heavy, not too light. The difference is drinkability.
Bengals at the line of scrimmage. First down and 10. Trying to come back from 13 down early in this game. They were down 14 last week at Green Bay and won. It's Benson. And he slides out to the 32. Falls at the feet of James Ferrier. You know, that extra point's looming large too. Brad St. Louis. This one got away from him. Snapping it.
Yeah, this hit the backstop.
Yeah.
But it changed. It's hard to look back because remember those points, it changes the outlook of how you do everything else. But that didn't. And all that did is stop the Bengals from kicking the extra point when they scored to make this game 20-17.
On second down and 7. They've got the first down. Coles holding on to it and out near the 50. Picks up 17. Carson Palmer called him the ultimate pro.
Boy, nice job too. Lavernius Coles brings it flat. He didn't go up the field too much, which is very important, so he didn't give William Gay a chance to come in there and break it up. And what did Lavernius Coles say to Chad Johnson one day during practice? Chad Johnson said, they've only thrown to me 5 times.
He says, hey, they've only thrown it to me once. Just trying to
appreciate what you got.
Yep. Lend a little perspective to his teammate. He's Benson banging bodies for about 5. We got another update coming out of the studio in New York. James Brown, it's all yours.
Jim and Phil, Miami trying to tighten things up against the Chargers, but this will take some wind out of your sail. Chad Henne, pick 6 by the Chargers. Eric Weddle, 31 yards to the end zone, 23-6 San Diego. On top of Miami late in the 4th, Jim and Phil.
Yeah, late. Thank you, JB. Chad Henne again at quarterback there. Thrown 6 of 14, 1 pick. Pennington was hurt for the Dolphins. Second down and 5.
I'm sorry, I've been talking about Chad Ochocinco. I said Johnson.
No need to apologize. It can happen. That's Benson just riding the back of a teammate inside the 40 and a first.
That's exactly what he did. Just hugged right up to his offensive lineman, and they were road grading down the field. Look at this, just a wall, and they're pushing. Oh, Lawrence Timmons, he's moving. Excellent job. Kiesel couldn't get away from the blocker either.
With 2.5 to play. First down at the Pittsburgh 38. Caldwell is waiting for it, and he has it near another first.
Well, when the game is on the line and it's a big drive, the offensive line for the Bengals really getting stout.
So another nail-biter, not only for the Steelers, but for the Bengals as well, for the 3rd straight week. They're a yard shy of the first. They're going to let this go ahead down to the 2-minute warning. Bengals trying to drive for the go-ahead score. 20-15 Steelers.
In this house, nothing goes together like football and Campbell's Chunky Soup. Wow, except for maybe these two.
Nice.
With unbeatable prices on nutritious Campbell's Chunky Soup, game time costs less at Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart.
These all seem the same.
They're not.
You can't fake Sony quality. It makes watching sports in HD better.
And the more sports you watch on a Sony, the better you get at sports. I can do this all day, football star. It's on fire. It's on fire.
Sports look better on a Sony Bravia HD TV.
Some justice is better than no justice at all. I need to do.
They killed my little girl, man. I saw their faces. I saw them do it.
I'm sorry. Your heart is beating so fast. Me too.
Anybody who had anything to do with that case, he's gonna be coming after you.
You even think about touching my family. in this. I'm just getting warmed up.
Law-abiding citizen. Rated R. Starts October 16th.
It's endless shrimp at Red Lobster. Indulge in endless choices of your favorite shrimp, including new wood-grilled shrimp with a teriyaki glaze. It's endless shrimp, our best value of the year, now at Red Lobster.
Miami gets a new CSI.
Welcome back, CSI Cardoza. Thanks.
And his first day
Everybody down!
is gonna be a real killer.
You know he's got hostages?
This is a suicide mission.
I see a cop! I shoot!
Calm down.
Over there now!
This is not a negotiation.
Put the gun down. Look at her. She's scared.
Eddie Cibrian joins the team. CSI Miami, new episode Monday.
Now, how about the headlines today? And there have been some big ones. The Jets behind the rookie quarterback, now 3-0, while the Titans fall to 0-3. Favre throws the winner with 2 seconds left.
Unbelievable. So is his.
Yeah, Lions finally win. First in 20 games. A win over Washington. Mike Vick playing today. Really nothing of any consequence. Cobb leading them to victory. Second down and 1, and Palmer will sneak for it. And it looks like the spot's going to be good for the first. How about a little strategy here? You know, if you really time this right, you're able to drive it right down to the end and score with no time left here, or very little time, I should say.
Well, that's the ideal world, and I said this too. I'll say this: if I was the Bengals, try to use the time, but don't use your timeouts, just in case. In case you don't, it doesn't work. There's a little time. You stop the Steelers 3 straight plays. Then maybe you get one more play at the end of the game.
Big yard advantage in this quarter, 111 for the Bengals, as Palmer has not missed in this quarter, 6 for 6. Throwing on first down. And from behind, Ike Taylor. Some thought it might have been a little early, but no flag.
Good timing. Excellent job by Ike Taylor. In college, there'd have been 6 flags. Not the amusement park.
I was going to say, is that a roller coaster or what?
But they allow in the NFL to get your hands on the receivers. They don't affect the play, and you can go over the top. Good job by Ike Taylor.
And they were looking for Caldwell. Now with 1:15. Drop back to the gun. Spread them out. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Palmer, middle of the field. Great grab that time by Caldwell.
What a catch.
Wow. Picks up 7, maybe 8.
Tell you what it's doing too, Jim.
Timeout here called by Cincinnati.
They're going to take it.
What's this doing?
The Steelers, the speed at receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals, they're playing it safe. They're going to play the clock and try to get it down to 1 or 2 plays. There's Marvin Lewis calling a timeout. Not taking a chance on the defensive side.
Next week we've got regional action on CBS, and we got a big one in that lineup up at Foxborough. Most of you will see Baltimore and New England, the undefeated Ravens, the 2-1 Patriots. And by the way, one of these 2 teams here today is going to drop back to 1-2 at the end of this one. 2 games back of the Ravens in that AFC North.
Ravens look good. The quarterback, Cam Cameron, they both put up that offense.
All begins with the NFL today at noon next Sunday.
New England looks strong today. I think they just told the NFL, everybody settle down a little.
Third, we'll call it 2. Going for the big one. To the end zone, and in and out of the hands of Ocho Cinco. Ike Taylor may have tipped it away and looked like for a moment it might be 6.
He did. He stayed right with him, and what he did, Ike Taylor read Ocho Cinco. So when he raised his arms to go for the catch, he got his hand right in the middle. Excellent job.
And now another timeout called by the Bengals with 4th down coming up. Now the signal was Cincinnati for the timeout.
He just signaled to the Steelers. He turned around and signaled it's a Pittsburgh timeout.
Okay, so it's back to the Pittsburgh timeout with 4th and 2 on the way.
Well, I think there's no doubt. If you're the Bengals, you're going to throw this football. I would not take a chance of trying to catch them off guard and run it. And when you get in a situation like this, Jim, you'd like to a formation, stacking receivers, that makes it difficult for the defense to be aggressive.
Kind of get it to the 18. Cincinnati must right here with 1 minute exactly. Palmer, open man, first down. Coles with the catch.
Plenty of time.
Stops the clock at 47 seconds. For those of you expecting to see the season premiere of 60 Minutes, you're watching the NFL on CBS. The Steelers and Bengals coming down to the wire. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms here in Cincinnati with Pittsburgh on top 20-15. 60 Minutes will be seen in its entirety right after the game, except on the West Coast, where you'll see it at its regularly scheduled time.
Situational football. 2-minute offense before the half. The 2 minutes at the end of the game.
Ryan Mundy comes into the secondary for Pittsburgh, replacing Tyrone Carter. On second down from the 15. Palmer throws, end zone, knocked away by Ryan Clark.
What a job. I thought for sure it was a touchdown.
I did too.
Ocho Cinco goes down the field, watch the move across.
I think Ike Taylor may have even got a fingertip on it.
Oh, yeah, it was Ike Taylor.
He did it, deflect it. You know, he never makes the Pro Bowl because he doesn't get a lot of picks. He's got bad hands. But that's already now 4 times today he's knocked balls away.
He's been there a while. There's a reason why he's the starter. Tremendous tackler.
Welcome those of you who saw the Broncos go to 3-0, defeating Oakland 23-3. Coming down to the end here. Third down. Bengals from the 15. Palmer forced to roll out. Now throws to the end zone. He was looking for Henry, incomplete. William Gay on the coverage. And another 4th down coming up. Now the Bengals call their second timeout.
When a quarterback escapes the pocket in a situation like this, you almost always expect somebody to be wide open. Gay gets away with grabbing the jersey of Chris Henry. Oh, Lavernius Coles goes, he's uncovered.
Wow.
Uncovered, a blown assignment by the Steelers defense, but pressure. Palmer has to move the pocket. Most right-handed quarterbacks, they're going to run right.
Phil, I hate to go back this far, but on first down here at the 15, they spiked it with 47 seconds and basically just lost it down. Were they really in that big of a hurry to have to just give it down away at that time?
Yeah, I think I said it. I didn't agree with spiking it. I can't remember exactly. I'm going to say there's 52 seconds.
47 seconds at the end of the spike.
After he spiked it, yes. Yep. If nothing else, the defense was pretty far off. I would at least had an audible or something where I could have thrown a quick out and got 4 or 5 yards to a wide receiver who was uncovered.
Got to get to the 5 for a first. It's 4th down. Now a Pittsburgh timeout.
It's like an NBA game here. That was a good timeout by the Steelers.
Well, here's the story tonight on 60 Minutes. Where did all of the Bernie Madoff money go? The man in charge of searching for it has some answers, and he's on the season premiere of 60 Minutes. That's followed by the premieres of the Emmy Award-winning Amazing Race and Cold Case, all tonight on CBS.
It was a good timeout by the Steelers, Jim, because the formation was different. They had double-stacked receivers on each side. So Mike Tomlin says, oh, let's go over this and make sure everybody knows who they got if they give us the same play or the same look here again after the timeout. And they change. Nope, they're kind of getting back to stack to the left.
Again, it's 4th down. Have to get to the 5 to keep them alive. With 36 seconds to go. Palmer has the time. Throws it at the last second, and Leonard able to stay on his feet for the first down. Looked like he'd be stopped a yard short. What an effort by Brian Leonard. Now with 20 seconds, clock running. Here's another spike with 18 seconds. And Leonard a little gimpy. He's was looking at walking off the field, but I didn't think he was going to make it. It was a great second effort by the backup running back.
You think he's going to get caught from behind. He released late. What a job by Carson Palmer pulling the football down. And Brian Leonard made this football team because he's a good blocker on third downs, and he just knows how to play the third down offense. What a job.
What a game. With 18 seconds, second and goal. Palmer. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Andre Caldwell. His first career touchdown, Andre Caldwell. Younger brother of Rashay Caldwell, used to play for the Chargers and the Patriots. They'll go for two here. That offensive line gave Palmer the protection he needed. Fake to Caldwell, throw to Leonard, that got it for two more. A drive that included two fourth down conversions. The last one coming on 4th and 10 from the 15.
Well, we talked about how things have changed in Cincinnati, and toughness describes it. Caldwell in the middle. Just sees the space, hooks it up, and a quick, accurate throw by Carson Palmer. Look at the protection once again. The offensive line, so much of that job is about working together and truly just being tough and just outworking the people across from you. The Bengals offensive line did it.
Kyle Cook, one of those who was pushing Kiesel away enough to give Palmer the open view. Here's the two.
Well, you're talking about all the lessons you learn, you work on in the offseason. How about this lesson for the Bengals? They just hung in there. They mentally hung in there. A lot of tough situations, and they overcame.
Pittsburgh last week dominated early and lost. And they're 14 seconds away from suffering a similar fate here at Paul Brown Stadium. Second hop comes to Mendenhall, who laterals it back to Logan. Logan cuts back middle. 3 seconds to go, and he's down in time to get one snap. 8 straight times the Bengals had lost here at home to Pittsburgh. Of course, no one around here wants to talk about the immaculate deflection here 2 weeks ago. But this was the last time Cincinnati beat Pittsburgh, and they came back from 13 down in that one to win. Neil Rackers won it on a field goal in overtime, and they were down 13 today. That was in the first half. They were down 13-zip until a field goal on the last play of the half. We take nothing for granted here after the Denver debacle.
Oh, they're playing this one a lot different.
So winding up and heaving it as far as he can, Roethlisberger. And it falls incomplete, and the Bengals have upset the Super Bowl champions. The Steelers now have lost both games without Polamalu. They fall 2 games behind the Ravens in the division. The Bengals are 1 back of Baltimore. A team that came together at the end of last year. Martin Lewis told us about it this week. They won their last 3. A depleted bunch that fought hard. And they've now won 2 straight games.
I think you're right. 10, the veteran players, the core veteran players, I think they finally just had enough, and they decided this offseason to do something about it.
A big comeback by the Bengals. Down 13-0.